Henry Nicholls, Sleepyhead, Narcolepsy, Neuroscience, and the Search for a Good Night. Take a journey into the world of sleep with Sleepyhead, Narcolepsy, Neuroscience, and the Search for a Good Night, by Henry Nicholls. This book explores the intricacies of sleep disorders, such as narcolepsy, the scientific mechanisms behind sleep, and our ever-evolving understanding of sleep's role in our lives. As you read, you'll discover the importance of good sleep, the challenges faced in diagnosing sleep disorders, and the various environmental and genetic factors that influence our sleep patterns. You'll also uncover fascinating insights into the science of dreaming, the importance of REM sleep, and the steps you can take to improve your sleep quality.
The perils of sleep disorders. When we think of sleep disorders, we often imagine insomnia or sleep apnea. However, narcolepsy, cataplexy, and other disorders can be just as disabling, if not worse. In Narcolepsy, A Brief History, author Henry Nicholls shares his experience with narcolepsy and urges for more attention to be paid to sleep disorders. Nicholls describes how these disorders can often go undiagnosed due to a lack of knowledge and training among medical professionals. He explains that varying sleep patterns and people's reluctance to seek medical help also contribute to the difficulty of accurate diagnoses. Through his journey, Nicholls has learned to appreciate the importance of good sleep and the dangers of living with a sleep disorder. He hopes that by speaking out, more people will become aware of the perils of sleep disorders and push for greater understanding and treatment options. The body's internal clock. Every living organism has cells that follow the Earth's rotation. In humans, the suprachiasmatic nucleus, SCN, regulates circadian rhythm, thirst, body temperature, and hunger. The SCN controls the sleep cycle through a complex interplay between various chemicals and cues from the sun. A too fast or too slow SCN can cause sleep disorders, such as advanced or delayed sleep phase disorder. The blind often suffer from the more severe non-24 sleep-wake disorder. Jet lag can also disrupt the SCN. Researchers are studying the hypocretins to better understand the human brain's functioning. Understanding the body's internal clock is crucial to getting the right amount of sleep and staying healthy. Cataplexy Unveiled. Henry Nicholls, the author of Sleepyhead, shares his experience with his sudden muscle weakness paroxysms called cataplexy. Though he initially wrote it off as infrequent, the attacks eventually became more frequent. After undergoing brain scans that confirmed his conscious state during attacks, his condition was diagnosed as narcolepsy. Nicholls described how laughter, fear, joy, or any strong emotions could trigger cataplexy, illustrating the relationship between the hypothalamus and the amygdala in people with and without narcolepsy. Sleepyhead is an informative and captivating read for anyone seeking to understand narcolepsy and the implications it might have for daily life. Understanding sleep stages. In 1929, Hans Berger was able to measure electrical activity in the brain during sleep using EEG. Sleep is known to have 4 stages that repeat in a cycle until one wakes up. The 3 non-REM sleep stages show little EEG activity, while in the 4th stage, REM sleep, eye movements are rapid, and the EEG signal shows significant activity. During REM, muscles relax, heartbeat and blood pressure rise, and breathing fluctuates. With each sleep cycle, REM stage becomes longer, and non-REM stage becomes shorter. Eugene Aserinsky was the first to observe rapid eye movements during sleep and discovered that it was the phase where people were more likely to dream. The purpose of REM sleep. REM sleep, which occurs in the primal region of the brain called the pons, is essential, with people needing about 80 minutes of it every night. While the function of REM sleep remains unclear, studies suggest that it may play a crucial role in neural development, memory, strengthening neural pathways, and learning how to react to the unexpected. Insomnia often becomes a chronic condition due to the brain's ability to identify patterns. Dreams could be a byproduct of activity in the cortex, and people with narcolepsy experience more REM sleep. Further research on REM and non-REM sleep continues with various theories addressing their purpose. Unraveling the mystery of narcolepsy. Researchers breed narcoleptic Dobermans and discover the gene responsible for canine narcolepsy in the late 1990s. The discovery concludes that abnormalities in the hypocretin neurotransmission system could be involved in human narcolepsy cases. Hypocretins have essential roles in waking the cortex, modulating dopamine and serotonin, and controlling the pons region involved in REM sleep, explaining why narcoleptics enter REM sleep immediately upon dozing off. How snoring affects health. Snoring not only impacts relationships but also poses severe health risks. Sleep-disordered breathing, including snoring and apnea, can block oxygen flow and increase the likelihood of cardiovascular disease. Pickwickian syndrome, a rare condition, occurs in severely overweight individuals and can cause shallow breathing while sleeping. It deprives the body of oxygen and results in perpetual acidosis. It is essential to address snoring to avoid severe health consequences. Overcoming sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is a condition that affects breathing while asleep. There are two forms, central sleep apnea, and obstructive sleep apnea. Losing weight, playing the didgeridoo, and exercising the throat muscles can help address the issue. Patients can also use a continuous positive airway pressure machine, CPAP, that keeps the airways open while sleeping. Although no cure is available, these treatments can successfully alleviate the symptoms of sleep apnea, allowing patients to sleep through the night without interruptions. Parasomnias, when awake and asleep collide. The human brain is either in a state of wakefulness or sleep, but sometimes the line between the two blurs, causing parasomnias. Such automatic behavior may include sleep talking, bedwetting, sleepwalking, sleep terrors, and even taking notes during a lecture while sleeping. For some people, these behaviors persist into adulthood, and in the case of REM sleep behavior disorder, RBD, muscles remain activated during REM sleep. RBD behavior is prevalent in 1/3 of people with narcolepsy, particularly men, and may be related to cataplexy. Hallucinations and sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis, a phenomenon where people experience a temporary inability to talk or move when falling asleep or waking up, has been attributed to supernatural causes like ghosts and vampires. However, Alan Shane's research on sleep paralysis and hypnagogia has found that consciousness entering REM sleep is the cause of vivid hallucinations. These hypnagogic hallucinations happen at the edges of sleep and trigger fear and alarm in individuals who experience them. Despite the lack of attention from neuroscience, Shane's research has shed light on the origins of the phenomenon. Restless sleep, a risk to your health. Restless leg syndrome, RLS, and periodic limb movement disorder, PLMD, cause distressing sensations in the legs while narcolepsy prevents quality sleep. Lack of sleep can result in various health risks, including obesity, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, stroke, and heart disease. Uncovering the causes of narcolepsy. Narcolepsy may stem from genetic factors and immune system response. H1N1 vaccine pandemics caused narcolepsy through its virus fragment. CBT course is helpful in managing narcoleptic condition. Narcolepsy, a sleep disorder that manifests as excessive daytime sleepiness, can be triggered by head injury, tumor or genetic factors. Research suggests that the human leukocyte antigens, HLA, responsible for autoimmune conditions may also play a role. Dr. Markku Partanen discovered a link between the H1N1 vaccine pandemics and narcolepsy cases, which surged in 2009 after the vaccine was administered. The vaccine contained an H1N1 virus fragment that caused narcolepsy in children. While there is no permanent cure for narcolepsy, patients can learn to manage their condition through cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, aimed at improving sleep. Overcoming sleep disorders. The use of cognitive behavioral therapy can help people with narcolepsy and chronic insomnia improve their sleep. The Spielman model identifies common factors including gender, age, family history, and ethnicity as predisposing factors. To combat the disorder, one can refrain from caffeine, cut alcohol and cigarettes, eat earlier, not exercise in the evening, and use the bedroom for sleep only. By implementing sleep restriction and progressive muscular relaxation, one can improve their overall sleep quality. Overcoming narcolepsy. To combat narcolepsy, modern medicine combines stimulants, antidepressants, and sodium oxybate to improve sleep quality. While these drugs address symptoms, the underlying cause of narcolepsy, a lack of hypocretins, goes untreated. Although synthetic hypocretins are available, they may not reach the hypothalamus due to the blood-brain barrier. As a result, research and development into narcolepsy drugs is limited due to the small market.
In a world where sleep often takes a back seat to our busy lives, Sleepyhead provides a deep dive into the complex world of sleep and shines a light on the importance of maintaining a good sleep schedule. Through an exploration of sleep disorders like narcolepsy, the book highlights the challenges in diagnosis and underlines the need for proper medical training in sleep science. The book also delves into the roles of REM and non-REM sleep, as well as the science and theories surrounding dreams. The message is clear: understanding our sleep patterns and giving sleep its rightful focus is crucial for overall health and well-being. Armed with this knowledge, we can take care of our minds and bodies, unlocking the full potential of a well-rested life.